I'm upset. No disrespect, respectfully. But disrespectfully is disrespect. Don't be disrespectful. Those vile, disgusting Spartans. Poor little bro, man. And I'm gonna tell him why I'm mad. That vile, disgusting cesspool in Columbus. The other state, and of course, as always, I'm upset. Good evening, good people. It is I, the Maize Mad Man. We got some breaking news. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna get off with the breaking news. If you follow me, you follow this channel, you know the breaking news I'm about to give you isn't breaking news that I want to give you. It's not something that I prefer. However, I got this on good authority. I actually got this news like late last night or early. Actually, it was yesterday. I got this news, but I didn't want to break it. But I see people are inching closer to breaking the news. Hold your seats. Davis Warren is slotted to be quarterback number 1. Let me repeat that for the people in the back. Davis Warren is rumored to be quarterback number 1 for the Michigan Wolverines this weekend, tomorrow, when they take on poor little Bronim, Davis Warren. I'm upset. Listen. I said I wouldn't do this anymore, but I have to do it. I'm sorry. Davis Warren, I'm sure you are a good person. To Davis Warren's family, prepare yourself or close your ears, change the channel. Whatever you have to do, you're not going to want to hear this, all right? I promise you that. Davis Warren was a walk-on for Michigan. Apparently, in his high school career, he was a decent quarterback. He was diagnosed, we know, with cancer of some sort. I don't know the exact brand of cancer that he had, but he was diagnosed with cancer. He obviously, survived. And by the way, prayers and all of that to Davis Warren and his family for that, because that's a tough thing. Cancer is everybody's worst enemy, right? At the end of the day, Davis Warren survives, walks on at Michigan. And now Davis Warren starts game 1 for the Wolverines this season, where he promptly goes out. He throws it to the other team a couple times. Michigan gets the win because they should beat Fresno State, and they do. It didn't look good. Will Johnson needed some late game heroics, or that game would have been a lot tighter, and who knows what happens. But anyway, Michigan wins the game. Davis Warren turns the ball over a couple times. No big deal. It's just like, okay, it's one game, whatever. Next game is Texas. Davis Warren turns the ball over some more. Breaking news there. Davis Warren threw the ball to Texas players a couple more times, because that's what he does. He doesn't, it's not a one-time thing. You throw it a couple times. They need to make sure that their hands are good too. Anyway, Davis Warren turns the ball over in the Texas game. Not that it would have mattered. Davis Warren, and I'm not going to blame Davis Warren for that Texas loss. That's not what I'm here to do. I will not do that. It's not Davis Warren's fault that Michigan lost to Texas. Michigan would have lost to Texas with just about anybody at quarterback. I'm not going to throw JJ in there because JJ is special. All right, anyway. Michigan loses. Okay. The very next game, Michigan has a rebound opportunity. They're going to play Arkansas State. This is a game where Michigan's supposed to look good because it's Arkansas State, who did come into the game 2-0. I don't know how they got there, but they came in 2-0. Pause. And Davis Warren threw the ball to the Arkansas State players. Davis Warren, now here's the crazy part about Davis Warren's stat line in that game. Davis Warren didn't have a pass that hit the ground in that game. Problem is, some of those passes went to the other team and they caught them. All right. So that's 2.5 games that Davis Warren started this season. He had 6 interceptions. 2.5 games, 6 interceptions. Now, one of the ways that Michigan has beat themselves this year, or why Michigan is not as successful this year as they were last year, and there are a ton of them. We're not going to cover them all. But one of those is turnovers. And Davis Warren has proven to be the epitome of a turnover. He's a walking turnover. He's a make-a-wish kid with turnover syndrome. That sounds awful. I know. I do not mean to be demeaning or insensitive to cancer survivors. It's not what I'm doing. Davis Warren, though, is not the answer. All right? That's all I got to say about that. He is quarterback number 1. Here's the thing. I'm going to get behind him this week because Michigan is playing Lil Bro Nim. We all know that. I don't care who's at quarterback. I don't care if Michigan didn't field a quarterback in this game. Michigan needs to win this game. Mostly, they need to win this game because I've sold a lot of tickets over the last couple of years. And I'm not talking about tickets to the game. I'm talking about the Wolf tickets. Wolf tickets is my specialty. I've talked so much trash, endless trash to Michigan State fans on the app formerly known as Twitter. There are bookmarks, at least 2.5 years worth of bookmarks for these people to get back at me, and I don't need that in my life. So, Davis Warren, Jack Tuttle, Alex Orji, an amalgamation of all three, somehow, some way, needs to win this game. I'll rest it there. I'll get to the comments and say hi to my people. Shout out to my guy Toast. I know he's in here. Salute, sir. Nevada Buck, my guy, one of the mods here. Shout out to Nevada Buck. The New Life, of course, I got to give some love to the New Life. I'm not sure how it happens, but Michigan must beat Sparty in the big house. Losing is not an option. Thank you, New Life. We are on the same accord. We are here. We are seeing each other. That's exactly how it should be. There's no way they can lose this game. They cannot. Ripstar is the greatest. Woo! That's a fact. Woo! I'm the best there is. Woo! In addition to Ripstar being the greatest, we got some other things to talk about, and I'm sorry for going on the Davis Warren rant. Davis Warren is my quarterback, though, and I have to support Davis Warren. I will support Davis Warren. Thoughts on Davis Warren being quarterback number 1? I'm going to drop the invite in the chat. Anybody is welcome to come up, talk about what you think of Davis Warren being quarterback number 1. Let's talk about it. Everybody's welcome, like I said. Milton says, I personally prefer Orgy since we have no real option based on what I've seen. We have always maxed out the ability of our players, but I just don't see the development that we are noted for. Well, Milton, that is a fact. If I had to choose a quarterback to play this weekend, I would also have chosen Alex Orji just because of the X factor that he presents on the field with his legs, the extra defender that has to come down in the box. You should be able to take advantage of that. Unless Alex Orji can't hit the broad side of a barn, you should be able to take advantage of that with running and play action. But, you know, weirder things have happened. We do have our first caller. It's Brett. Brett, how are you doing, sir? What are your thoughts?
Come on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
We good?
We're good.
Oh, we got to win. That's my thought. There's no thought behind anything. It's a must win. It's not, oh, we need to win. It's a must win. They're the same record as we are. We know what they're about. Now go punch them in the mouth. We don't lose to Michigan State.
Right.
We don't do it. It's just no. It's just no. Not anymore.
Right.
Because I'm sick of this. Because like I just saw you saying about your one after Michigan State fans being from the state of Michigan. I have more family that's Michigan State fans than Michigan fans, and trust me, they've been waiting 3 years to come at me. They've been waiting, and they've been kind of. They kind of been hitting me up on Facebook a little bit, saying, "Oh, you should be worried against us." I said, "I ain't worried against you. You're still Michigan State at the end of the day."
Yeah, I agree. Here's the thing.
Yeah, I agree.
You got there's some echo.
There's some echo.
Okay. Hold on.
Apparently, it can't be.
I don't know what is happening.
Hold on.
It can't be.
All right, I'm gonna drop you. Come back up, Brett. But real quick, let me respond to Brett real fast. Shout out to my guy Marmar who's here. Michigan cannot lose this game. There are multiple reasons why we can't lose this game. I told you my personal reasons. Obviously, that's going to be frowned upon. The thing is, also, this is going to give life to Michigan State somehow. Michigan State is able to beat Michigan. They're back in play in the state of Michigan. You got top-end recruits that might give them a look. The coach isn't a bad coach. Smith is an actual good coach. We don't need him gaining any sort of traction in the state of Michigan, in the Midwest. We don't need any good recruits going to Michigan State. Let me just say that. Nobody good should go to Michigan State when Michigan is an option right down the road. It just doesn't make sense. You're not doing a smart thing if that's the case. Marmar, what's good? What up, though?
What's up, though? Y'all good? Nah, man, I'm just out there finishing up. But hey, listen, you see the Detroit, you feel me? But listen, hey, he cooking on the recruiting trail, and all I got to say is, like y'all been saying, they gotta win this game. Yeah. They have to win this game. If they don't win this game, like I said, we just got to wait till next year. Because I just read a thing about production returning in college. Michigan is dead last in second to last in the Big Ten on returning production. So that's why we having the issues we have. And then I'm reading your little thing right here, thoughts on David Warren being cut or what one. I think if you kept working with him, like everyone has been saying, if you kept giving him, if you didn't, okay, I see benching him in the Arkansas State game. Right. But if you brought him out in the UFC game, I think he would have built off of that. I think he would have made rational decision to run the ball or throw it away. I don't feel like people always say he should take the sack. No. That put you in bad field position. I think you should run it out of bounds or throw it out of bounds because I don't see quarterbacks throwing it away no more. I remember when quarterbacks used to be able to throw it away and they don't do that. So all I'm saying is that, this is defining to Saturday night. We got all day to prepare for this. It's either going to be preparing for an L or Jerome defining himself on Saturday night, regaining the confidence in the fan base. And he blocked everybody off of his social media. People making that a big deal, but I think he gets the drift. Yeah. I think he's going to get the drift. Like I said, I really think this. I read an article on Jaden Davis. They say he's progressing well. And he's been taking first. You said what, big dog?
He been taking first team snaps? Is that what you
Yeah, he been taking first. Yeah, he said this. I read the article on Tuesday, and he said it's coming along. So if you can throw him in there. Hey, I'm about to finish up work, but I'm gonna stay live, okay? Go Blue, everybody.
Go Blue. All right. Brett, I can still hear some reverb in your mic. I don't know what's going on there. Oh, I think you. Hold on. I just muted. Hold on. I don't know what's happening. Unmute your mic, Brett. See if you can unmute. It's broke for whatever reason. There we go. All right. Are you watching on a different device? All right, it's muted again. I don't know what's happening with Brett. We're gonna get you back up, Brett. Come back up. Anyway, Juju, what's good, man? It's been a minute. How you feeling?
Man, what's good, man? Hey, look, you know me, bro. Been at it on Twitter, man. Twitter fingers out here. Hey, bro, feel. You know what I'm saying? I told you, what was it? Before Illinois, I was like, hey, look, bro, I'm ready to lie again. I'm ready to lie again.
I'm ready to lie again. Right.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, Maize. It's looking bad, bro. It's looking real bad.
Yeah, man. Have you heard? You've heard obviously about Davis Warren sounding like he's gonna be quarterback number 1, QB1, Davis Warren.
Yeah,
week.
we've been in the chat on Twitter talking about it. And, I mean, look, bro. I thought Tuttle would be a good option. I thought that in the offseason, you know what I'm saying. But he got a noodle arm, bro. I was not aware. They done lied about that shit too. So
right. Oh, they definitely told us some lies. They sold us on some lies in the offseason for sure.
Look, I mean, I know bro was talking. I heard who was Amar talking and stuff. Look,
yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like, me personally, if you in trouble, bro, I'd rather you take a sack than throw a fucking pick. Like,
right.
Like, please just don't throw a pick, bro. Just don't throw a pick. And every quarterback that we have, minus Alex Orji, he just can't read the field. It's been turnover prone. Really, it's wreck season. You got to wreck someone's season, bro. You got to beat Michigan State. At least make it respectable against Oregon and Ohio State. That's all I can ask for. But this coaching staff, something's got to change in the offseason. I'm cool. If you want to give Sharon Moore another year, go ahead. Be my guest. But assistants, they need to change. Brian Jean-Marie, not seeing it.
Out of here.
Not seeing it. I mean, Kirk Campbell, this is his first actual, like, other than Old Dominion.
Right.
Like, you need to get a proven OC.
Yeah.
You need that because Sharon Moore, to me, is doing a hell of a job off the field, but he needs help on the field. He can't run every position, bro. Like,
so here's the problem, and I agree with you. Here's the problem that I see for Sharon Moore if he doesn't make some serious changes or shake things up, is he's gonna become that guy in South Bend, that dude who was a dynamite recruiter, especially year 1, right? Came out the gate recruiting like crazy, stealing. He was in Michigan more than Michigan was, getting talent out of the state of Michigan and everywhere else. And I'm talking about Marcus Freeman for everybody who's wondering.
Mr. Can't count to 11.
He's don't get me started on his counting problems, but he did have a education from the other state, so I can't really put that too much on him. But yeah, he was a dynamite recruiter and all of this. He was hip and all of this stuff, and then they went out and lost to Marshall. And we can't have that. He lost to Marshall. He lost to Northern Illinois. He brought Stanford back somehow. Stanford hadn't beaten like a respectable football team in years, at least a year, and he lost to them. So we can't have that here at Michigan. And if something doesn't change, that's the road he's going down.
The thing that worries me the most is, look, we have this year, we have 4 first-round draft picks, like, to me, locked, and 5 potential. and most of them on the defensive side.
Right.
But y'all can't figure it out with this talent.
I know.
Next year, bro, we lose everybody, bro. Everyone gone. So, what the fuck we finna do then? You need to hire some proven people, bro. Like, go get a college. We need to get someone else from the Ravens tree, bro. I'm sorry, Don. Like, it's not. I'm not seeing it, bro. I'm just not seeing it. People look confused out there, bro. Mixing up coverages from a Tampa 2 to a cover 2. Like, I seen Zeke Berry that, and on a simulated blitz, there was no safety over the top.
Yeah.
One game, like,
yeah.
Bro.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about. I think Zeke Berry, who started off the season pretty good, he's digressed in this time. Like, you know, the first couple of games to now, he's way worse than he was at the beginning of the season somehow. At least it appears that way, especially the open field tackling. Don't get me started on that. But it's gotten it. Barham finally had a good game and we squandered it. I don't know what's going on out here.
Look, to me, I think the secondary has cleaned shit up. Illinois can throw the football around.
No, that's a fact.
Like, they can throw the ball around. And we held them to, like, what was it, through the third quarter? It was like not even 100 yards passing.
Exactly.
So that had been patched up. The defense did their thing. The offense is historically bad. We all know this, but I think Lamar Morgan, I think he needs to be brought up a little bit more. That tackling shit is really bothering me because we didn't see that last year at all.
Yeah, nah, I agree with you. Let's get some other people in here. Brett, I know you've been waiting the longest. What's good, man?
Is there no echo this time?
No echo. I don't hear any echo now.
No, you good.
Okay. But can we catch me up to speed what you guys are talking about, please and thank you.
Well, of course, the conversation pretty much changes in the off season, possibly for members of the coaching staff. What's your thoughts on that?
Wank's gotta go. I'm sick of him already. Just go. He needs to go because I'll say this until I'm blue in the face. They brought an old dude back to Michigan. I'm like, we're just gonna have another Don Brown incident, and here we go.
But last week I thought Juju brought up
and this is what, and here we are. They did. I mean, I was at the game. They stopped Illinois' passing game. What really killed them in that game was the fake punt. That changed the whole game.
Yeah, that did change
that fake punt changed the whole game.
I mean, Maize, if you look at it, bro, we out, bro. The momentum, we have more total yards.
Maize, you look at it, bro. We out, bro.
Hold on. Brett, it's happening.
Yeah,
I'm gonna drop you. Come back. All right. No, I agree with you, Juju. Cameron, what's good, man?
What's good, y'all? What's good, man?
Hanging in there.
Yeah, I'm like what Juju said. Warren just not need to turn the ball over, bro.
Yeah.
And we'll be fine. We'll be fine. But my thing is, through all that, and if we get the recruits that we say we're supposed to be getting, allegedly, how is the preparation of these recruits? Is it going to enhance the recruits, or they just going to fan out because of their potential? Can we enhance their potential? That's what I'm wondering.
Right.
Because if you look at this year, our quarterback's been with them, at least 3 years tops?
Yeah, and listen. I'm sorry, go ahead. Finish your thought.
And where the improvement at?
I mean, look. I'm going to be real with you. Like, we sacrificed, like, elite recruiting for elite coaching over the last 3 years. Like, that was the trade-off. Now we have elite talent on this team, and we don't have the coaching. We got to piece it both together. So
yeah. And people, like, when Jim first got to Michigan, he was doing a great job recruiting, by the way.
Yeah.
These last 3 years, the last few years, really, with between the flirting with the NFL that obviously hurt recruiting, especially getting a quarterback who wants maybe Jim Harbaugh to be his coach, right? And not having that assurance that he's gonna be there, that all hurt at the end of the day. And then he came back, said he'd never do it again, only to do it the very next offseason. It was wild.
Hey, Maize, you know the recruitment that I think ruined him?
Which one?
The Najee Harris one.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that was
Yeah.
bad.
I think that one ruined him.
Yeah.
That's what he was like. He was hopping on the plane and wherever he landed, right?
Yeah.
Najee did. Yeah, man, I agree with that, man. That was a kind of a turning point in Jim Harbaugh and his recruiting, if I'm being honest. But you're right, Cameron, the coaching staff, something's gotta give, right? I think some heads will roll in the offseason. Juju brought up Brian Jean-Marie. I'm not here to fire anybody, but spotlight on you, Brian Jean-Marie. Ron Bellamy, who has some talent, I guess, right? He just recruited a top 100 player and wide receiver, Andrew Marsh, and is still, flirting with some other guys. But what has that gotten us on the field? Like, what has he produced? You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not gonna lie. The recruiting, there's a lot of fire. Like, there's a lot of smoke and fire. Like, obviously, Sam just put in a prediction with Shamari. I think dominoes are starting to fall.
Yeah.
Sam reputation on the line, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It is.
So he said a whole bunch of shit is about to fall, and he just predicted. I think he's the first one to predict a flip from Shamari. I think the money's upping, and he's gonna start day one. He's walking in the door starting. Like
Shamari Earls.
Yeah, Earls.
Yeah.
I don't think
it's
it's a question
about that. I mean, he's a huge corner. First of all, 6'2", like 205. He's got track speed. I agree that for the money, especially the money that they probably are going to be handing him, he's a day one starter.
Yeah, I think Ivan is pretty much gone. I think he's gonna flip to Alabama. That's my personal opinion, and I think that's why we going after
Young.
What's his name? Jordan. Jordan Young.
Yep.
So
that's cool, but like I say, we get all this talent. I'm trying to figure out, will it enhance their talent? We
gonna see what he does this off season. I think he needs to get a guy that knows what he's doing. Well, there's too much new. Right. Like, you think Wink's new to the college scene again after 20 years. You got Lamar Morgan from Vandy. Like, this is his first actual real big boy job. You got Kirk to OC, his first actual real big boy assistant job. Like, that's what I'm saying. Sharon can't do this shit by himself, bro.
Right. Yeah, no doubt about that. Let's shift gears just a little bit. Here, this is really why we're here, right? Poor little bro them coming to town tomorrow, 7:30, and it's not a given for us. It's far from a given for Michigan. Unfortunately, we are just a year removed from putting an epic beat down on this program, 49 Donut, in their house, and now we could lose this game. What's your thoughts on this?
Well, I'm finna hang up in a little bit, but it's like I say, the key of the game to me is going to be our running back, not Edwards, Khalil Munners. If we feature him more, we might have a chance of winning this game. But if we do the same stuff we've been doing,
he just hung up. That's pretty much what it is. If we do the same thing,
he's not on the wrong track. I'm similar to that. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, obviously, I know we could lose this game, but it's not even optimism. Like, I feel real confident. I think we beat him by 2-3 scores. Like, I don't think Michigan State. I don't think Michigan State is like that. I think Charles is going to give us the ball a couple times. That's a given.
I think that's a given, right? We're gonna get at least one off of him.
Look, I think there's the only reason I'm pausing is because they had 2 weeks to prepare for Illinois.
Yeah.
And it was a shit show. But I'll give them this.
Awful.
Tuttle turned the ball over, like, you turn on a machine. the offense moved up and down the field though.
Okay.
We just couldn't close. We outgained Illinois. So we were moving. I like the game plan between the 20s. We couldn't close. We got in the red zone like 6 times. We couldn't close.
No doubt. Especially, I think it was the third quarter. Michigan wasted like 8 minutes off the clock on a drive that got into the red zone. And I think this was the real killer in the game. And they didn't get any points out of it. And that's the kind of thing that is a backbreaker for Michigan, because unfortunately, a lot of the drives will have to be that way, right? Real grinded out, a holding penalty here, a 13-yard run, then some 2 and 3 yard runs, whatever it is, right, to get up the field, right? And then you have to cash in at the end though. And to get 0 points out of a drive that, took 8 minutes off the clock in a game where you're trailing is backbreaking. And that is one of the things that happened to them in that Illinois game too.
I don't know if you've seen this, but our only scoring drive before halftime, there was a split second where the camera cut to Sharon and he had the play call sheet. He had it in his hands.
Wow.
So to me, I was like, I caught it real slick too. I was like, wait, I was like, did he just have the? And it looked like a Sharon Moore drive. Like,
right.
It felt like a Sharon Moore drive. So I don't know what's going on. But what makes me nervous about him is he's real mellow, and I don't know if he has the balls paused. He has the balls to fire people or let people go, or like, you know what I'm saying? Because Jim Harbaugh didn't give a fuck. Like, he didn't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? He let you know he was the boss. So, I mean, honestly, I got us putting up like, 28 points in this game. I don't think Sparty scores more than 14. Like, there's still a little, but if we do lose, we're not winning another game this season. I'm just letting we're not winning another game this fucking season, bro.
Northwestern either, right? We out of here. If we lose this game, by the way, there's no reason. There already is really little to no reason for guys like.
Oh, everybody's sitting.
Thank you. Yeah. What are you playing for at this point, right? So we have to win this game for personal purposes and just for the rivalry's sake. These guys, they don't deserve to beat Michigan, if I'm being honest. It's nothing about them that is appealing. Those uniforms are disgusting. Their logo is stupid. They don't deserve a win, if I'm being real. But this, like I said, this isn't something that's gonna be given to Michigan. They're gonna have to go out and earn this one. And I'm with you. I think they will. I'll save my score prediction for the end, but I think Michigan's going to win a close game. I'm not as confident as you, thinking they're going to win by multiple scores, just because the offense has shown absolutely nothing. If they showed me a little something, and don't get me wrong, Davis Warren has proven a little bit that he could pass the ball. He's made some good throws, but then he'll make a dumb throw too. So, but if the offense shows any signs of life, then I'd be willing to say they could win by multiple scores in this game. I know Aiden Childs is he's a turnover machine himself. So that's one in the bag for Michigan. They come into the game with a turnover. They're up a turnover already with Aiden Childs, although with Davis Warren, maybe we just are even. And so proving otherwise. But yeah, let's go to the chat real quick, see what they're talking about. Crap teams from a shitty state. R.I.P. Jules. Hey, yo, let's get Jules out of here, man. He been saying, I've seen some of his comments. Where the mods at? Handle Jules for us. A freshman makes bad decisions. Imagine that. No, that's real. And he has made bad decisions. Hogan Hansen is freshman of the year for Michigan. I guess. He caught a touchdown. I mean, it's not much to be excited about, so sure. Huge fan of Hogan Hansen, by the way. Went to my favorite high school. Cousin attended. Man, looks like yeah, I mean, I like Hogan Hansen. I think he's got potential. We ain't never worried about tight ends. Yeah. Tight end is not a position that Michigan doesn't recruit well and doesn't produce well. So Not worried about that. 49-0 is not good enough. We need more. It's not gonna happen this season. If Michigan wins that game better than 49-0, we know
I
nothing.
don't know.
I'm Jon
Bruh.
Snow, and I know nothing. Trust me. If they win that game better than 49 donuts,
They would though, just to piss us
I
off, bro.
know.
Just get up for that game alone.
Right. Outside of Shamari Earls, Juju, there's been some other smoke. You brought up Jordan Young.
Mhm.
The obvious, we'll wait on that because at this point
Yeah.
I'm not super confident on that. But things are happening, and I'm not even talking about things that Michigan is doing. There are things that are happening outside of what Michigan is doing that are
Mhm.
actually good for Michigan. But I won't even bring that up today. We'll wait on that. But Elijah Dotson, another guy from Detroit, will be visiting again, 4-star athlete. I've actually interviewed him right here on the channel. He goes to Bellevue now. Belleville, I'm sorry. What are your thoughts on the visitor list period?
I think there's a lot of smoke with different visitors. I think Savion Hider is a big one.
Yep.
That's coming to town. I know one that's not on there or I didn't see on there is Derek Meadows that I, shout out to the people behind the scenes that are working on that. I just want to make sure I give my credentials to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not my information is definitely not. But
exactly.
Yeah, obviously the Bryce Underwood. I do think if we get Elijah, that increases the chances with Bryce Underwood. That's my personal opinion. They talked about playing together, but look what happened with Jalen Williams and Marshall. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know, but I think there's smoke, there's fire, and they're doing such a good job recruiting right now. The collective is doing such a good job.
I know, man. Shout out to the collective over the last couple months.
Man, shout out to Dusty May while I'm at it too.
Money over there, right? Dusty May is killing.
They're cashing in right now, so they're hitting their numbers right now, which is very impressive.
Yeah.
We just got to put it together. We got to put it together.
Quick,
but the visiting list is impressive as hell to me. Like,
it's very impressive
to be 4-3 and have that.
Yeah.
Still.
So I think,
you know what I'm saying?
one of the things that I was excited about from day one when Sharon accepted the job was I thought he was going to be a good recruiter. He had proven that to some degree already. And the way he was talking about, getting, the collectives in whipping them into shape, basically the hires he made. And I'm talking about not the coaching hires, right? Those hires in the recruiting department, I was impressed with.
Sean McGee.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think that those are the things that that are going to be a little different. And I like his recruiting going forward. As long as he stays, of course. Now, if Michigan loses every game from here on out, we might be talking about something different. Anyway, Burks asks if any DMV recruits are interested in Michigan. Brandon Finney, who is currently committed to Oregon, is a possibility for Michigan. There is also Nathaniel Owusu-Boateng, who goes to school in Florida at IMG Academy, but he's from Manassas, Virginia, which is not far from D.C. Those are the biggest two names, I think, from that area that are interested in Michigan. Savion Hyder, he's from Virginia, but it's not that's not considered the DMV, the part of Virginia he's from. And the same.
I think
with,
that's a
Shamari
Michigan-Georgia
Earls.
battle.
Yeah,
I think that one's gonna come down to Michigan or Georgia.
Yeah. So yeah, there are definitely guys that are interested. Kinetic has entered. Recruiting is the most important part of college football nowadays, and Coach Moore got that on lock. He is a good recruiter. He's proven to be a good recruiter so far. And if he does, Juju alluded to Sam Webb's basically his reputation being on the line. If what Sam is talking about happens, then Sharon Moore is a legend on the recruiting trail, especially with a 4-3 football team in his first year. So shout out to that. It is now because paying players is legal now. I guess she was responding to somebody. I have to be responding to somebody else. I thought
That's a huge
DMV
part
meant
of it.
DC, Maryland, and Virginia. It does. It is DC, Maryland, and Virginia. But if you
Mhm.
are here, like myself, then you understand it's not all of Virginia. It's not all of Maryland. It's really only the places that DC's metro line touches in those two states. It does stand for DC, Maryland, and Virginia, though. But like Norfolk, for instance, in Virginia, is not part of the DMV. Richmond, not part of the DMV. Just to give you an idea. Baltimore, not DMV.
Yeah, and that Finney
Yeah.
recruitment too. That Finney recruitment that he touched on, I think things are trending well with Earls, and I do think I'm gonna go out on a limb and I'm gonna believe Sam until he's proven otherwise.
Right.
But if he does come, I don't think Finney's a possibility.
Yeah.
I think he's off the board.
Yeah. I agree with that, actually. Because they pretty much be competing for the same space. Even though it would be great to have two possible shutdown corners in the same recruiting class. Michigan hasn't yet ascended to that level yet. Unfortunately, we remember a couple years ago with Will and Damani Jackson, looked like we were gonna get both of those guys, man. But Damani last minute decided to take Michigan out of the running, which hurt my feelings a little bit. Either way,
let's let also I don't want to forget about JoJo Edmond, who's a freshman.
Yes,
but I think he's
counted
going to be a
in that
monster.
Illinois game. Yeah.
Yes, I think he's going to be a monster.
Yeah, that was one of the guys that Michigan picked up late in the cycle last
He was a
season.
Purdue commit, wasn't he?
Yeah, and he is nice, actually. Good size. Yeah, he's gonna be.
He's already out there on special teams, so he's seeing the field as a freshman. So
facts. Lamar is killing the recruiting. I will say that is the best part of him so far. Pause. Is his recruiting. Lamar Morgan has also proved to be a pretty solid recruiter. But and Juju alluded to it. The last game, those guys did clean things up outside of the open field tackling. But yes. It does look good. Jew, I'm about to, man, I thought it's been 43 minutes. We still got some time. Drop your scores for the game. Let's talk about what everybody thinks the score will be. I think Juju said he sees Michigan scoring 20-28. Poor little bro Nim not getting any more than 14. I think it's going to be a little closer than that. But what do you guys think? We already talked about QB1 and our thoughts on that. Let's talk with you guys. DK, my guy DK has entered the chat. Go Blue, of course.
28-13, bro.
28-13 is Juju's score prediction. If they push Mari, then Lamar right up there with Coach Esposito, no doubt.
We're going to get a defensive score this game, bro.
It's been a while. It's been a while since Michigan had a defensive score. Week 3 or something like that, I think. 1916 Michigan in a disappointing game.
Hey, look, every one of them been disappointing.
No doubt. Hey, but a win at this point is glorious.
Shit, I'll take it.
Yeah, Boondocks is taking place in Maryland, by the way. Love that show. Depressed we never got season 5. Shout out to that. Absolutely. 23-20, Lil Bros, Vada with the walk-off. Darth Vada. He hasn't even gotten opportunities for real. It's crazy, man. 24-20. 21-17 says DK. I could see that.
Hey, bro, these scores are hurting my heart right now, bro. I ain't
man,
these
these scores sound like sound about like what Michigan is capable of right now. Unfortunately, I think Michigan State's gonna beat us 24-19. Kinetic, do not put this in the air. All right,
Maize, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. We are in a world right now where Colorado would take us up top.
Hey, I just had that thought today. I was like, man, can Michigan beat Colorado right now?
Bro, I looked up yesterday. I looked at the rankings and it said Pittsburgh was 6-0. I about cried,
bro, and dominated a game yesterday where like their quarterback had like 34 yards in like the third quarter. So It's crazy, man. The
We're
fact
so
that Michigan
poorly
is,
coached, bro.
we are down bad, bro. Down very bad. Kinetic though, I also hope you're wrong, because it's not your ass that's gonna be on the line. It's mine that's gonna be fighting for his life in these Twitter streets. You
Man,
understand?
me too, bro. I talk too
These
much
people,
shit, bro.
man, they gonna be on our neck with high heels on.
Fuck, that chat's gonna be crazy, bro.
Michigan will win this game. They have too many recruits coming. I mean, if the recruits can suit up, I will feel better about it.
Look, bro.
Put them out there. See what they got. Which quarterback is starting? Oh, you missed it. Davis Warren is rumored to be quarterback number 1. The Make-A-Wish kid himself, back
Bro,
at QB1.
I don't know how to feel, bro, because it's like Orgy can't throw the ball. Warren stares down his receivers. Tuttle makes his progressions, but has a noodle arm. Like, we're fucked, bro. Like,
Yo. Yeah, I know, Kinetic. This is exactly what you wanted. I told you I never wanted to hear his name again. I never wanted to see that number again on a Michigan player. Unfortunately, he's back. And this is just the reality. This is the reality.
Fuck, bro.
Why not Orgy? Well, he can't. 3 defense, I guess, is reason number 1.
He has no touch on the football.
He hasn't proven that he could throw an accurate pass, even though I defend him tooth and nail in the Discord when Kinetic is attacking him. But those things are true. If we lose, this about to be an all-night chat, bro. Bro, listen. If we lose, I'm flipping the desk. All of this is coming down. I might go dark for weeks if we lose this game. I'm not going to do a live for 3 weeks. I'm going to make a bold prediction, say Warren surprises everyone Saturday. 200 plus, 2 touchdowns. You understand, Juju, look at this stat line. That's a surprise for a Michigan quarterback this year. That's crazy.
Bro, we're the worst P4 passing offense in the country, bro.
Oh, Army would definitely beat us at this. Army would mop the floor with Michigan right now.
Bro.
Yeah. I'm not attacking Orgy. I love that dude. I don't know, man. Not in those comments. We need more to butter
smoke on him though on Instagram. You hear about that?
No.
About I'm not gonna say too much, but you know his his Finsta account.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah. I hope you're right. Yeah, man. It looks like I said, Michigan is we're down bad. If we need to win this game, Jerome Moore needs to win this game, if I'm being honest, and they need to win this game in a big way. Everybody knows that. We're going to get out of here in a second. I'll take a couple more chats. I'll put the link in there for anybody that wants to hop up. If Brett is in here, man, my bad, bro. I don't know what was going on with your connection today, but the echo was OD.
Man, bro.
Just going to ignore my Make-A-Wish comment. Oh, I didn't see your Make-A-Wish comment. Hold on. You're going to do it if Davis plays lights out, posts, call me Mr. Make-A-Wish. Hey, listen, I'll do that. If Davis goes out there and plays lights out, if Davis has the game that Moose said he was going to have, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, no turnovers, he's Mr. Make-A-Wish from now on. That's what I'm calling him. Davis Warren. It's like the Texas 2-step, 1 great throw, 2 horrible throws. I mean, Nevada, when you're right, you're right. I'll do that too. Yeah, he's Mr. Make-A-Wish from now on. I'm sick of the quarterback room. I'm Team Orgy. No, I'm Team Warren. No, I'm Team Tuttle. No, I'm Team Nobody. F this. Shout out to Burks. Hey, Juju, tell the people where they can find you, sir. Before we get out of here.
Yeah, y'all can find me on Twitter. You know, I'll be wilding on there sometimes, but it's all good. It's at Ju. Y'all can find me on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? You be seeing me post on the timeline and shit. I'll be tired. I'll have my 5th of Henny this weekend, so we're turned up.
You might be at the bottom of that thing by the end of the game.
Shit, by the start of the game.
Yeah. No doubt. Hey, listen, tomorrow, live watch party right here, Maize Madman channel. Is gonna be
Yes,
my
sir.
boy the Maniac's pre-birthday turn up as well. So we're gonna sing happy birthday to the Maniac, watch Michigan play football. It's gonna be great. Until next time, stay angry, my friends.
I'm upset.